Here's a quick reality check. Foundations handed out over 103 billion in grants last year. Yet most first-time applicants never see a dime. If a 20-page guideline has ever sent you in fight or flight mode, stick around because we're serving up grant writing tips for beginners that turn panic into approved. And I've brought in grant writing powerhouse Shoshana Grisham Christ from Social Impact Compass. In fact, she runs a 4-month grant accelerator program, which I'm going to link below. And the roadmap is simple. We're going to talk about 5 rookie-proof moves that land your proposal on the yes pile and 3 classic mistakes that blow it up before you even hit submit. So if you're ready to swap never applied for funded, let's dive in. The first rookie-proof move is chase fit, not cash. Picture a puzzle. Force in the wrong piece and the whole image warps. Same with grants. If the funder's mandate says early childhood literacy, your after-school basketball program probably is a no.
Many organizations think that just finding a funder who funds in their country and in the thematic area they work on, such as water or education or agriculture, that that's going to be sufficient for them to want to fund you. The truth is that that's not going to be sufficient. There are many other things that a funder is going to care about. And it could be things like scale or innovation or impact result. It could be things like the stage of the project. It could be things like the values of your organization. And so my trick to finding funders that really are that perfect fit for you and match across all of these criteria is to look at who they have funded before. The truth lives in looking at their past grantees and seeing if any of those organizations look like you. If any of those projects look like yours, that's going to give you the sixth sense of if they're really a perfect funder or not.
Tip number 2 is lead with the problem, not your program. The truth is that funders don't yet know you, so they don't yet care about you. What they do care about is the problem that they want to solve. So start there. Connect with them over that. Then position your work as the solution to that problem.
So if you open with, we run a literacy program. First off, that's not that interesting. You're not going to catch the attention of a donor. Second of all, the donor doesn't yet know about you, so they don't yet care about you or your programs. The thing that they care about, the thing that's going to catch their attention is what the problem is. If you say only 3% of rural students in our region can read by the age of 10, and that locks them out of their future, oof, that's going to wake up any exhausted grant reviewer.
See, this is why I trust Shoshana. Now, tip number 3 is to write for skimmers. They are all short on time these days, and grant reviewers are no exception.
We are all skimming the emails, the reports, and the results of us being all short on time and skimming everything is clarity wins. So how can you be clear? How can you write for a donor who is probably skimming what you are sending, whether it be an email or a report or a one-pager? Here are a few ideas. Use short paragraphs. Use headlines. Use tables. And make your outcomes so clear that a high schooler could repeat them. Yes, of course, your grant reviewer probably has more than a high school education, but they're also probably exhausted, and you're probably the 10th or 20th or 30th proposal that they're reading that day. So make life easy for them. Make these things jump out to them. If a funder has to guess what you're asking for, or if a funder has to read between the lines to know what your solution is, or what makes your solution unique or powerful, you've already lost them. So be clear, be to the point, and write for skimmers.
Now, tip 4 is to always include evidence. This can be data or impact stories or testimonials.
I love the phrase, show, don't tell. So if you were to tell me, we empower women, I don't really know what that means. And honestly, I don't have any reason to believe that you do. Humans are emotional. And so if you're just telling me there's no emotional connection, I don't really believe you. And it's going to go in one ear and out the other. But if you show me with a story of a woman whose life was transformed, or you show me with data, like last year, 87% of women who completed our program secured a stable job within 6 months. Now I believe you. Now I feel it. And now I'm going to remember it.
Well said, Shoshana. Now, tip number 5 is don't write alone. If you're solo writing proposals, you're doing it the hard way.
Here's what I always say. Grant writing is a team sport. So find that intern who loves to dive into the internet to do research. Get that program staff who knows the truth on the ground and what the challenges are and what's possible. Tap AI to tailor the proposal's framing and to make sure you've written it really persuasively, getting the language that's going to really resonate with that funder. Then find someone, maybe a board member, who can be a second set of eyes to review for clarity and for coherence within the entire proposal before you send it off. Maybe you're lucky and you have all of these people on your grants team. But even if you're a team of one, make yourself a team of many so that you have all of the strength and you and your tired eyes aren't always responsible for making sure everything is lined up before it goes out the door.
Now, before we continue with the landmines, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Click and Pledge. From peer-to-peer fundraising, text to give, amazing donation pages, video fundraising, donor outreach, in-person fundraising, and even Zoom fundraising with their new Givent feature, Click and Pledge has you covered. They have transparent pricing, fast payouts, top-notch security, and seamless Salesforce integration. It's built to streamline every aspect of your fundraising. This is the all-in-one fundraising platform that I personally use and love. So be sure to check them out, left a link in the video description, and see how they can amplify your fundraising. Now, back to those mistakes. So let's dodge the landmines and talk about 3 traps that sink beginners before reviewers even click open. Shoshana, what's your number 1 mistake that you see?
So here are the 3 classic mistakes that I see sinking proposals. The first one is ignoring your past or current funders. Now, you might say, what are you talking about, Shoshana? This is all about how do I find new funders. But that's the problem. This is probably the most expensive mistake you're making, ignoring your past or your current funders. Most organizations come to me looking for new funders, but they've practically abandoned the one who already believed in them. Aside from a midterm or a final report, whatever reporting they're required to do by the funder, they're not sharing their wins with this funder. They're not sharing their challenges that they've overcome. They're not even sharing the videos that they're already posting on social media and ensuring that the funder's getting to see them too and getting to feel the power of what they're funding and getting excited about everything that's happening because of the grant they gave. It is much cheaper to steward your existing donors. Doesn't matter if they're grant funders or if they're any other kind of donor. Much cheaper to steward your existing donors and to get them to give again and give more and give with less restrictions than it is for you to find new donors. So stewarding what you already have is the fastest path to more funding. Mistake number 2 goes back to actually our first tip that we talked about. And it's when you're submitting a proposal for something that doesn't fit with what you communicate about. The first thing a funder is most likely to do when they hear from you is that they're going to Google you. They're going to look at your website. And if there is a total disconnect between what your website says and what your proposal says, if the program you're proposing isn't even mentioned on your website, the funder's not going to trust you. Their funder's not going to fund you. It's going to be an immediate no. You're not even going to get anything. And then the third mistake is using jargon. We exist in echo chambers. We use acronyms every day. We assume that the funder knows exactly what this acronym means or exactly what this term means. Maybe they use the term too, but these terms that fly around, they probably have different meanings to different people. If your proposal sounds like a PhD thesis, or if it's packed with NGO terminology, or if it's packed with acronyms, you're losing your reader. Even if they know the term or the acronym, this may be the 10th or the 20th proposal they've read today, and their eyes are glazing over. So keep them engaged. Say it like you would explain it to your cousin at dinner, and let your personality shine through. You don't have to be this suit with a briefcase in proposal format. You can be the human that you are. You can be the community that you are. You can let yourself shine through and communicate in a way that the funder can connect.
So that's the playbook for 5 rookie-proof moves, 3 grant writing traps, and a brand new sense of I can do this. But before you shut the laptop down, did you know that AI can save you hours off of everything that you've just learned? If you want to see that in action, up next is a video on grant writing tricks using ChatGPT. So hit play, watch the robots make your grant life easier. And if you're ready to go deeper, just a reminder that Shoshana's course is linked below. And if you're ready to get serious about your fundraising, reach out to me and learn about my coaching program. Thanks for spending this time with us. Make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, like, and I will see you next week.